Pisces and Cross Watchers. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. For the ones that are new, welcome to Pisces Dimension. Like, share, and subscribe so all your friends can find out what is good. Here. You have the world. And he's talking about completion, accomplishments, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, and arriving. The number 21 is standing for reduces to 3 and is about community, optimism, and joy, Pisces. On the bottom deck, you had the Five of Swords, and behind the World card, you have the Temperance. So, Pisces, your patience has paid off. Um, it's funny because behind the Five of Swords is the Hangman. So, it is actually enforcing more of your patience is being paying off. It's gonna pay off, Pisces. I mean, we're talking about it could be bullying at work. It could be you waiting for something to pull through. It could be you were on a waiting list or whatever the case may be, Pisces. Okay. Um there is an accomplishment, something is completed this week, whether it's a probation, um you know when you get in a new job, those 30 days probation type of, you cannot get in trouble, you cannot be late, there could not be any work drama or things of that nature, Pisces. That period is gonna be over and you're gonna pass with flying colors, of course. For some of you, you're traveling, maybe you're traveling back home from the holidays, or simply you going home for the holidays, because next week it's we call it Puerto Rican Christmas at home, but it's Reyes. You know, in United States they celebrate Santa Claus, and in Puerto Rico and other Spanish countries they celebrate Reyes, which is where the three kings visited baby Jesus with the gifts. So you could be traveling for that. Celebration of life. I mean, you are at your peak, Pisces, whether you know it or not. Um, Hard work is gonna start paying off. Um, all the patience that you had, with people, with trusting the process, trusting God's timing, Pisces. And this is for the week of January 5th to January 11th, 2026. How you all doing? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is having a nice new year, is having a nice night, is having an awesome day whenever you're watching me, Pisces. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome first week of the year 2026, Pisces. So today I took the kids to this China buffet that I wanted to take for New Year's Day, because that's the China buffet that um I took I took A friend of mine and her husband and the family took me and my 24-year-old on New Year's Day because the children, it was my ex-husband turn to have them for the holidays. Well, actually it was my turn, but he didn't give them to me. So um yeah, so this year it was my turn, whether he liked it or not. And I took him over there. Happy New Year, my loves. Welcome over here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope these messages resonate. I hope you like the channel. Welcome, 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 my loves. So yeah, I took him over there. I don't have a car. I live in Nashua, New Hampshire, so the place was in Massachusetts on the borderline of Salem, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. So the Uber to go over there was 50 something dollars with tip. And the Uber to come back was $85. 80 something dollars with tip. But we had such a good time, Pisces, you know. The way of transportation costs more than the China buffet, but like I said, it was worth it. That's what I wanted to do with the kids, Pisces, and they loved it, you know. So next time we're gonna go is gonna be for our birthday because my kids are my youngest four are all Pisces. The cuatro say one, it's his birthday is on February 26th, and that's when he turns 14. Then my daughter is March 7, and that's when she turns 12. Then I have my 14-year-old turns 15 in March 12. And then my 13-year-old, no, my 12-year-old turns 13. I know it's confusing. On March 13. Welcome over here, my loves. And then I am on March 17. We all Pisces. Pisces gang gang. There is at some point in time after my daughter is her birthday, I have two set of Irish twins until one turns 15 and the other one turns 13. I'm gonna have two 12-year-olds and two 14-year-olds. That is so funny. Anyways, my loves, I have your cards. The first one is the star. Superstar. Don't mind my son, okay? He's playing VR in the living room. So I'm in my bedroom doing the read, so we can have like a little privacy between us, you know what I mean? But you're gonna hear him, and he's the king of roasting. So but I told him not swearing. So anyways, I said this star, then you have the Five of Cups. After that, you have the King of Cups. Then you have the Hangman. After that, we have the King of Wands. Uy, Pisces. And last but not least, the Queen of Cups. What is this telling me, Pisces? You have two kings here wanting this queen. I mean, you could be a male having two queens wanting that king. You know what I mean? This is genderless, okay? Let me see if I can. I don't want to. No, let's just leave it like that. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, Pisces, you're going to be the star this week because for the simple fact that It's the new year. Some people, it's not that they didn't find you attractive, is that one of their resolutions is love, and they are definitely going to express at least, their interest. You know what I mean? Two people this week, Pisces. Who will be the winner, Pisces? Somebody, though, is having regrets of um, waiting so long you know, to say something. Because I guess when they say something, you already gonna be talking to somebody, and they're gonna be like, fuck, I wish I did it sooner. I wish I didn't let my ego taking over. Because one of them is like, they think um they're the king Torontotan, and you can't just play hard with Pisces, because you're not interested. If you try to play hard with Pisces, and Pisces get the wrong impression that you're not interested, Pisces is not gonna be waiting for you to be interested. Pisces is not gonna cry because you're not interested. There is plenty of fish in the sea. You know what I mean? We don't wait for nobody. I mean, if somebody don't likes us, it's okay. There will be somebody else interested in wanting to definitely be in Piscean's life. Now, sometimes it's not a fish, it's a shark or it's a megalodon, and we don't want that in our lives. You know what I mean? But the matter of the fact is that there is always somebody interested in Piscean, whether Piscean wants them or not, whether Piscean is concentrated in family matters, or their career, or their hobbies, or whatever the case may be. There is always someone interested in Piscean. Anyways, let's see what else comes out. This is a Piscean that has been single for a while. Okay? That it's not that you got used to being single. It's not that you wanna be single and you don't you're done with dating or things of that nature. It's you found happiness within yourself. You understand completely. You don't need anything material or anyone to make you happy, because happiness, it depends on you. You understand? So you understand that very well, and you have gotten used to being by yourself. You have gotten used to and comfortable with your own company, you know, being happy, being family oriented, being a professional, independent, things of that nature. So Pisces, when a Piscean is in that state of mind, they don't need nobody for their happiness. They don't need nobody for to pay a bill, to contribute financially. They might not be doing, great, that they have money, to spend and share, or things of that nature. But when you have a Piscean so comfortable with their lives and their solitude, I mean, we are the king and queens of solitude. You know, we barely have friends. I mean, we could be social as fucking social media, but in person, real life, we're not that social, and if we are, it will be at work or things of that nature. But when we get home, we fucking put a double lock in that fucking door. I'm not gonna get up to go to my door and show you mines. But I do have a double lock, maybe a triple lock. How about that? Anyways, Pisces, yeah, that's how we are, so, but Pisces, it is time to open your doors, the doors of your heart, to receive love, to be pampered with multiple orgasms, Pisces. It is time. So right here with the High Priestess, Pisces, you are it's like this level of consciousness. You are conscious of who you are. What is your placement in the universe, in the spiritual world for some of you, in the physical world as well, Pisces. If you didn't really fully know your purpose, you know it now. And if you for some of you that don't, you're gonna get there. There is gonna be an eureka, an aha moment that you're gonna be like, wow, this is what I meant to do. And when that happens, Pisces, it's an amazing feeling. It's answered prayers. It's uncertainty explained. You know what I mean? Some of the answers that you were looking for, you're gonna find them. And it's a great feeling, Pisces. We have the Temperance card. Pisces, you being patient, you being meticulously considering some things. And there are some things that you're walking away from, whether it's bad habits. And when I say bad habits, don't think it only has to do with drugs, alcohol. Maybe it could also be bad habits. Like I know somebody that they live by themselves, so I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying, if you cook every day, or like the trash is maybe half full, but if you don't change it, it's gonna smell the house. You understand what I'm saying? That person, until that trash was to the top, or until it was trash day, then they will do it, and the house was clean, but it will smell because of that, Pisces. So I'm not judging. I'm just saying, um, I live by myself, and to avoid that, those shopping bags from the supermarket, when I'm cooking, if I'm cooking meat or whatever the case may be, I put it there, and then I throw it out the same day. You know what I mean? Maybe that's an idea for the Piscean that, you know, don't want to change the trash until trash day because it's not full and don't want to waste trash bags. Just saying, Pisces. Um, there is some bad habits. I don't know if it's smoking. I don't know if it's over drinking. I don't know if it's hygiene. I don't know, Pisces. But something is changing, okay? You're leaving that behind. Pisces, you're gonna be reminiscing in maybe childhood memories, or past times when you thought you were very, very happy. You were at your higher top. Um, I'm not saying you haven't been happy, but there are some memories coming back. I don't know if there is some old people coming back, Pisces, and maybe childhood friends that you might bump into, or it doesn't have to be that you're bumping into them personally. It could be on social media. Like last summer, a lot of people from my high school were um friend requesting me on Facebook, and I'm like, where all these fucking people came from? Where were you all these fucking years? Now you wanna fucking friend request me? What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Something like that, Pisces. It could be that. Um, it could be that you going to a friend's house and there this person is. I can hear that, you have a friend, and then They're gonna introduce you to the new boyfriend, new girlfriend, and you went to high school with them, something like that, Pisces. Here is the Queen of Swords. So this is telling me, right, that there is gonna be communication, from somebody um from the past. Also, is talking about how independent you are, Pisces. You don't, in this economy that we live in, and it's sad to say, I'm not judging, but some people up to get a partner. You know, they don't want roommates, so okay, let me get with somebody so we can split the bills. And sometimes you're not happy because it's just for you to live comfortable, for you not to you know be paying all the bills because you don't make enough money for that, or because you want to live a certain lifestyle and you just don't want a roommate but get with somebody. I'm not saying that's your case, but there is people that do that, Pisces. You're not in that position. If you choose to be with somebody, it's because you really want to be with somebody. Okay, Pisces. This is the marriage card. I I'm telling you right now. Somebody is coming and it's marriage material, Pisces. Now don't think the first motherfucker that asks you out, if he doesn't serve you for your highest good, and you get with that person or say, oh, but Pisces dimension told me no, but somebody's coming. It's like it's your dream person, whether you know about them and you like them, but it's definitely a dream come true, Pisces. This person is really, really, really gonna treat you like the king and queen that you are. It's gonna respect you, respect the relationship. If you have children, it's gonna respect you children. It's gonna respect that the fact that you're gonna be a parent before a man or a woman, before a wife or a husband. You understand? They definitely gonna have that very clear, that your children comes first, that you come first, that it will be a pleasure for them to get other people jealous because they cannot have them anymore because they belong to Piscean. Pisces. Pisces, this is high standards. High to the motherfucking highest standard, okay? This person, they're gonna see that you can't play games with Pisces. Pisces is not the type of person that you just use and abuse and just dispose like if they don't matter. Pisces is not gonna let you in their life to be a joke of yours. You understand? This person knows very well that they cannot come here and play. Pisces, this is gonna happen so fast that you're gonna be like, what the fuck? The movement that this person is making is gonna have you, kind of questioning, okay? But Pisces, like I said, is more than one person that is gonna tell you how they feel for you. And you're gonna be like, who should I choose? Oh my god, Pisces, who should I choose? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. For the single ones, I love it, my loves, because, you know, this is a Pisces that has been single for a very long time, and we all deserve love. You know what I mean? We how many G spots we have? Oh, I'm curious because I think us women, we have what? Three? We certainly don't climax by deep throwing, but you know, I'm talking about here. We don't have a G spot here, right? We get stimulated in the clitoris, and we don't need to be penetrated so we can climax. Then there is that G spot over there, you know, that only needs what? Three, 3 inches? It doesn't matter if the guy is small. If you know what to do, we say in Spanish, chiquito pero juguetón. Small but playful. And then we have the one in the anus. Yes, there is a G spot in the anus, you know? So I don't understand the taboo with men and being gay because they use that G spot in the anus. You know, then why you have a G spot in the anus if you're not meant to use it? Why? Why? I don't understand. Anyways, let's see what the Archangel Oracle cards had to say for Piscean. You know what? There's like 5 cards over there, and I really, you know, it was when I went like that, so. I love it. I love it. And actually, that card came out for the yearly. The yearly read for 2026 is already out as this morning. So let's see, Pisces. What is good with you for the week of January 5th to January 11th, 2025? Piscean, what is good with you for the week of January 5th to January 11, 2026? If I said 2025, my bad. You know, we gotta still get used to it, okay? I hope everybody is having a nice new year, you know? Resolutions, resolutions, resolutions. You don't need a new year for you to get resolutions, but one of my resolutions is some training, some certifications, you know. So this week I'm gonna be finding out a few things. You know, where are the dates? Definitely my driver license, Pisces. I have to. I have to. So after this read, I'm gonna really clean my room because it still have wrapping paper. You know, somebody's coming to visit me. I have Monday off, so you know. My room has to be clean, even if I'm not gonna use it. uh, one more card for Pisces. One more card for Pisces. No, I gotta. No, even if I don't have nobody visiting me, I gotta clean my room. I gotta fold clean clothes. Um, I'm not gonna vacuum because the lady from downstairs, I live in a second and third floor, so the lady from the first floor, she's always at her sister's house, and yesterday she was dropped off, you know. I don't like how they dropped her off because I have a security camera, and it was like if they were in the rush to drop her off, and I'm like, you know, it's New Year's Eve, you know, she should have been with family. If she was with family already, why they were so in the rush to drop her off like that? You know, she's always taking care of her mom, you know. Anyways, none of my business. But yeah, so I've been telling my kids, please, don't be running around, that much because the ladies downstairs is there. So I cannot vacuum. I'm gonna vacuum during the day. Piscean, I have your cards. The first one is Victory with Archangel Sandalphon. And your message goes, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith, Pisces. If you were asking for this raise, if you were asking for this new job, if you were asking for this new apartment or buying a home or the new car, whatever the case may be, Pisces, have faith. God's timing is perfect. Our timing is not perfect. God's timing is perfect. Especially when we are horny and lonely and we just get with whoever. He looks so delicious. And we confuse lust with love. That was not God's timing, definitely. Then you have relationship harmony. Look, I kid you not, I didn't know it was about relationship. Relationship harmony with Archangel Raquel. And your message goes, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So maybe I can hear um co-workers, those hating ass bitches and mother flowers that they just have nothing better to do instead of you know competing with their old version of themselves. They want to compete with Piscean. Are you kidding me? You can't compete with Piscean. You can't compete with anybody because you will never be better than anybody. I am Nelamar. You can never be better than Nelamar because Nelamar is Nelamar. You know what I mean? Nelamar cannot be better than anybody else because Nelamar is not anybody else but Nelamar. You know what I mean? Once you understand that, it's a wrap. The competition is only with yourself, bettering yourself. Anyways, for all the Pisces, remember I told you there is gonna be people pursuing you. There's gonna be people letting you know how they feel about you, and you're gonna be able to say, okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And you know the rest, okay? Then you have comfort with Archangel Azariel. This was not mice. This was my guinea pig. And your message goes, I am with you in the time of need, helping your heart to heal, Pisces. Never forget that we are never alone. We have our angels, archangels, the Holy Spirit, your spirit guides, your ancestors. I mean, we have a whole fucking army. Sometimes these spirit guides is not even from this fucking country. Pisces. I'm just letting you know. I forgot his name, but one time I had a dream and I always had the liver was always hurting me. It was a dull pain that it will never stop hurting, you know, because of fatty liver. And it's not because of my drinking, Pisces. I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm a jello shot girl. Anyways, so yeah, with unhealthy eating, um, the I always had migraines, and I've been having rheumatoid arthritis since 15 years old. Now I have fibromyalgia because of domestic violence, and I also have chronic pain because all that combined. Anywho, Pisces. So I abused of ibuprofen. I mean, I used to take Ansight and Flexeril until 18. because they'll get me sleepy, they'll get me high, and that's when I got pregnant. And then after that I said I don't want to be on medication because I need to be a function for my son. So I abuse of Motrin a lot. In my liver, I mean, if I take ibuprofen for like 3 to 4 days, my liver is start to feel it. So I kid you not, I had a dream, and that dream was telling me that my relationship with my ex-husband, there was no repair. And then all of a sudden, somebody comes to me like this, and I'm like, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, you healing me." And I kid you not, he healed me, and he happens to be from India. I'm gonna look for the link that has all these spirit guides and the prayers for you to invoke them. So it has him, and it also has Jesus. It has archangels. I mean, Pisces. I did one for another one from India, which is the one that it's on the Hoover Dam. I forgot his name, but they call him the Destroyer, something like that. And I kid you not, it fucking worked. Anyways, did I put? Yeah, I think I did that one, the comfort one, right? Then you have moon cycles with Archangel Haniel. And your message goes, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. For some women out there that they can do moon magic, you know what I mean, while they are on their period. Oh yes, I'm not talking about get a facial with your period, Pisces. Just Google what you can do with it, Pisces. Anyways, then you have clear your space. I was talking about cleaning my room, remember that? Clean your space with Archangel Hophiel. I am Hophiel. I am. And the message goes, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. Feng Shui has to do with like habits, such as simple as no dishes, no trash, no mess before going to sleep. And it has other stuff too. So you should look into Feng Shui, okay, Pisces? Then you have clairvoyance with Archangel Raziel. And the message goes, I am helping your spiritual side to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love, Pisces. Like I told you before, we are never alone. We have such a fucking army that has our back, especially when we are really good people that we don't do any conniving shit. We will never betray or cross anybody the way that sometimes people cross us, including family members. Those are the ones that backstab you the worst. Because you're blood. You have no fucking business backstabbing anybody. Blood related. But people people give what they have in their heart. You know what I mean? Hi Susan, thank you for being here. Chronic pain not sin. I don't know what you mean by that, my loves. Anyways, yeah. So notice how your ancestors, your spirit guides, the angels, the archangels, the Holy Spirit, Pisces, watch their karma. And sometimes you don't even get happy. You're like, oh my God, universe. Like, slow down, like don't hit them that hard. Yeah, they didn't care when they cross you. They didn't care when they backstab you, betray you, damage your character, and whatever the case may be, Pisces, they didn't care. So it's not that you're gonna be happy and ha 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 ha. This is what happened to you for what you did to me. No, but don't feel bad when you see their karma, when you see the universe doing revenge on you. It'll be sweet as the flan that I was eating this morning. And last but not least, ooh, you have passion with Archangel Haniel. And your message goes trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career, Pisces. Ooh, Pisces, I'm telling you right now, somebody is coming and this person is gonna treat you like the king and queen that you are. But there is gonna be a some point in time that you're gonna be like, wait a minute, I am not really I'm not used to this good treatment. I'm used to being by myself. I'm used to um not depend on anything to make me happy. I'm the only person that makes me happy. You're so independent, Pisces, that it's not that it's hard for you to let people in your life, not even friends, come over your house. You keep your friends either at work or social media. You might see them on social events, or if you're the type of Pisces that like to go clubbing, like to go out for lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever the case may be, with family, but I mean, with friends, but you don't really let people in your house. But your house is a sacred place. You can't just let anybody, not even certain relatives, Pisces. I will never let my mother and one of my brothers in my house. I will never. And I got my fucking reasons, Pisces. Don't come at me saying, oh my God, Pisces dimension is that hard with your mother. Does your mother ever poison your food so you can get a heart attack? I don't fucking think so. But mine's have. It's wicked. It's evil. I don't want her in my house. Sometimes you gotta do that, Pisces. You gotta protect yourself, even from the person that brought you into this fucking world. That's how it has to be sometimes, Pisces. You know what I mean? Siblings, relatives, you know what I mean? My brother, one time he was staying with us, and I guess my kids were annoying him on their Christmas vacation. So he drugged us for us to be sleeping. We wake up, eat, go to the bathroom, and go back to sleep. He did other things too, but I'm not gonna get into that. But understand me, my brother and my mother will never be inside my house. And they're not allowed to be in my presence either. They lost that privilege. So, Pisces, if you gotta be like that to whoever the case may be, then chop chop. Because your mental health and definitely your energy, your life, it matters. So, fuck everybody else that doesn't give a fuck about it, that doesn't respect you, Pisces, even if it's blood related, Pisces. But this passion card, Pisces, oh, Pisces, multiple orgasm, Pisces. It doesn't have to be this week, but you're opening your doors, you're opening your heart for it, Pisces. That's what I have for you. Take care, my loves. God bless. Thank you so much for being here. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome night. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome week. First week of 2026, baby! If nobody said I love you, I fucking love you, Pisces. I wish you nothing but the best. Not only for this week, not only for this year 2026, for your rest of your life, Pisces. For you and yours, Pisces. For the people that matter to you, also, Pisces. See you next time. Bye. God bless you too, my loves. Take care, everybody.